4. Let's look at the store. I just want to wish all of you happy holidays and Merry Christmas or whatever you celebrate. Absolutely. We're rounding up the Archangel Scourge, and this is an estimate on how the scores are going to play out. So I believe there's about 24 hours left in the event. And also a big shout out to Venora and Rocket 1420 for making this December events weekly. Gift wrap gala milestone. This will start tomorrow. It's a 7-day event. Spend campaign energy, earn alliance credits. And then Battle Grab event web milestone starts tomorrow as well. This is a 7-day event, and this is earn raid credits. So hopefully you've saved all of your Doom Raid emails. And also, it just started in the Alliance milestones, but you could have saved those as well. Other events, New Year's Party Quick Rumble, which will be starting towards the end of the week. And then, of course, we've got a convoluted offer. I don't even know what it's called, but it's kind of garbage. We're going to talk more about that event. It's just a spending event. And also a big shout out to GIICC for making a calendar for this week. Got a couple things happening. Got a Silver Surfer Blitz running right now. And then we've also got Jubilee Legendary event. And it looks like it's pretty standard week. Not a lot of stuff going on. Now, I wanted to go over a couple Reddit posts because I thought there were some good suggestions here. More raid sims for Doom Raids. Now, I think it's capped at 8. And specifically, this impacts people in Gamma. Like if you're taking a lane and you get beyond 8, then you have to run the raids manually. It just seems completely unnecessary. Why don't they do 12? And a lot of people have been posting this. I've seen this post on Reddit multiple times, and it just seems like an unnecessary inconvenience, and it would be a nice quality of life if there was no cap or they extended it to 12. It just seems unnecessary. This was a question asked on Reddit. My limited X-Men didn't clear revives in Cosmic Crucible. In the room buff description still says the Age of X buffs are active, so why didn't the revives from Dormammu get cleared? Caused me a loss, and this is because they go through a focus resistance check. They have to take a turn, and then there's a focus resistance check. Sometimes it procs, sometimes it doesn't. It is what it is. It's kind of wonky, and there's no explanation on how that actually works. Then I thought this was a good suggestion. I don't see it happening, but I agree with the sentiment of this post right here. Idea in-game or website month-long event calendar. And the reason why I think this is a good post is because this person actually had this in another video game, another mobile game, in fact. And so other titles, other games actually do this. I was watching Boyan's latest video, and he said something about having to hoard all of our rewards or formal and easy milestone points events where you don't know are coming up. This is true, and that's my suggestion as well. It gave me an idea. I'm not sure how possible it is, but I think we could possibly work. What if Scopely made a month-long calendar? It seems like they mess up the blog posts. I don't know if they could even do a month-long calendar. It seems like even the blog posts would just spell out what they do in the next week. About half the time, there's some sort of inaccurate information in that gets changed before the event goes in-game. They show the different events that are going to happen during this time. I'm not saying the calendar has reveal all the details of the coming events, but the calendar could highlight what credits are needed and use some earn points towards that particular milestone. For example, we all know that Coordinated Assault is an ISO event involved in an alliance. All the calendar would have to show some kind of icon indicating that it is Coordinated Assault and when the event is supposed to go live. From there, players can make their own assessments and calculations as far when to start saving ISO 8 refills towards the event. For other non-standard events, just marking the event with an icon indicating that you use war credits or alliance credits should be enough. The weekly blog could then be used to further explain the events, like scoring the prizes tables and they put out. I think you get where this is going. And I think this is a great suggestion. And he says that the WWE Supercard game does that. But I think the truth of the matter is this. And I agree with this post 1000%. I think they prefer things to be complicated and unknown. So anything that would provide clarity on events isn't in their best interest. It would be nice to have a reminder like that, but doubt they would ever want to spend the resources making things a little bit more clear when they purposely create convoluted events to encourage spending 1000%. Question came up here on Reddit, and this kind of sparked a conversation, Bionic Avengers or Wakandans. And I generally feel that you should work on your raid teams, at least to the level where you're keeping up with your alliance or falling in alignment of your alliance expectations, if your alliance has expectations. But I would say that Bionic Avengers you use daily in raids, and if you have your Bionic Avengers up and running, and you're able to get through the raids just fine, then you can start working on your Wakandans. And I believe that is the general consensus here. Bionic is used heavily in raids, so I'd lean towards them. War Dogs are just used in war, plus Bionic is super fun to play. There's other things you can do with the Wakandans, but I think generally that's right. Taking it too far with cash events. Boy, we just got finished up with the Ice Cube event. So here we go. In my opinion, it feels like Scope Leaguing is taking it too far with the cash events. I feel like when I asked other people, they just don't care. I don't feel like anybody's really excited about this current event running right now. The season savings is not done yet, so here comes the best of 2022 extravaganza, which offers huge advantage of whaling on it. I don't know. With a crap ton of shards for relevant characters and even for legendaries, I already hate that you could buy legendary orbs as, in my view, devalues any effort put into the Scourge events. And then, what are your best orb fragments outside of offers? It's exactly that. It's a cash grab. Same thing with the ice cubes and turkeys. So, I mean, I went and looked at it. It's like, well, you get basically an orb and a half for 5 ducks. It didn't make any sense to me. I feel like this is the offer they want you to buy for $5. And then for $20, there's no way that this is worth one orb for $20. And this is just anchor pricing to provide value. I didn't buy it. I don't see the value in this event at all. And so the way that I typically look at these spending events is like, if I can buy something for the price and get the items, and if the items make sense for that price, then if I can get the bonus event items, I'll go for it. But largely, I didn't see that many events or items that made a lot of sense. There was an offer yesterday for 99 cents. I did not buy it because I was doing Christmas. I wasn't thinking about logging into the store. I just did my daily activities and my alliance raids and that kind of stuff and dipped out. Anyways, what the event was, and so this is not showing up for most players. If you didn't buy this yesterday, it's gone. It disappeared. It did not work this way last year. And so this was the first day, and here is the second day right here. So this is an okay offer. Again, if you value these at $1 a piece, it's okay. So last year, I didn't really like this day 1, day 2, day 3. It just seems strange that they basically, if you didn't buy the first day, you were cut out of the event. And so like for me, I didn't see the offer, and so I didn't get it. Then there was also an offer right here, and I think this is reasonable value right here, where you get 30 of the more scarce Young Avengers and then 50 of the not as scarce, the older ones, for $10. So if you're looking to build up your Young Avengers, this is, I feel, is reasonable value right here. And then you also get half an orb for the event. I'm not really sure. I feel like most people have this team already upgraded, so it may not be necessary. Madeline Pryor, 50 character short for $5. She is currently node farmable. And then we have another offer right here, and this is for A-Force. Again, the 2 more scarce ones right here are 30 shards. The 2 that have been in the game for a longer amount of 50. This team right here largely is paired up with Doom and is used on war offense to counter Young Avengers, but I haven't really got a lot of use out of this team overall. And then right here, we've got 50 character shards for $5 for Phyla-Vell. And then right here, we've got Morbius, again, war offense team for $5. If you're trying to build up Morbius, $5, that's fine. And then we've got a basically a $25 on this. There's also a $10 offer where this has 150 of the Guardians, and this will allow you to unlock Star-Lord. The only character really out of all the Guardians, including Star-Lord, that is really playable is going to be Gamora. Now, there is a Nowhere Heist monthly event which uses Rocket and Groot, and some people have took them up to gear tier 15 just to fulfill that event. Drax can be used at times on defense and war because he's a pre-taunting tank, but there are better pre-taunters. Red Guardian, even Kingpin is kind of like the newest and latest and greatest on pre-taunting tanks. Typically, pre-taunting tanks are important in games like Marvel Strike Force. I know they were in Galaxy of Heroes. And then if we look at Ike Mantis and Groot, they're pretty much garbage, barely even blitzable. We got a couple other $5 offers we'll go over. We got 60 Kestrel shards for $5, one of my favorite characters in Marvel Strike Force for sure. I think that's a good deal if you're trying to build her up. And then if you want to get Deathpool, who's the second Marvel Strike Force, first character, like They invented Kestrel for Marvel Strike Force. They invented Deathpool and then Spider-Weaver. So they're like the Marvel Strike Force exclusives. She's a raid character and she's $5. I think that's fantastic. And then lastly, we've got an offer here for mercenaries. The biggest advantage to this offer right here is if you are trying to max out the payday event. The payday event happens once a month and you get a bunch of gold out of it. But these two right here would have been good in the current Scourge, but these other three are not really playable. So we've made it to the end of the video, and it's time for the giveaway. I really hope you liked this video today, because if you did, you are in luck. For every single person that likes this video, you will be getting for free in your account an 8-star Captain Ant-Iron Man. This is not a scam. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I was just looking at this guy. I was over my time off, I was playing around with Midjourney, which is like AI software, and I typed into it like create Marvel Strike Force Apocalypse, and then they came up with these weird images. And this guy right here just looks like a weird cross of like Captain America, Iron Man. And then I also was playing with chat, and I said, "Hey, can you write a script for a YouTube video about Marvel Strike Force?" And then it writes a video about top 10 how to make a script. Like, AI is getting crazy, but I thought this was funny. I was doing it here on stream. Here's a script about Marvel Strike Force in the style of mobile gamer, and then it creates a script. But I said, sure thing. Here's a script for top 10 bugs in Marvel Strike Force. And I'm just going to read the first 3 because they cracked me up. Invisible wall bug. This bug occurs when your character gets stuck in invisible wall and move. It's frustrating, especially when it happens. Where's the one where they are? There was one where it basically, maybe I rewrote it. Did I get rid of it already? There was one where it read just, I redid it. It's gone. But where I wrote this script and it was the top 10 bugs, and every single bug kind of read just like customer support answers, and it told you to restart the game, and it listed out all the bugs in Marvel Strike Force, and it just told you to restart the game. So anyways, there's something about AI and restarting your device, and it's kind of funny. Anyways, I just like tech and these type of things, and I just got a good laugh out of it. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming. Bye for now.